Hello, Case for interwebkaiju here. It is April 20th, 2020. I just did a quick review of some movies, but I'm also going to do a quick review of some games because I've been playing a lot of games lately. Currently I'm going through DMC5, but I figured since it's taking time away from me watching movies that would fill the quick review vids, I'll give you one on them. So here's some overly wordy reviews of two games with franchises I've been intertwined with ever since my earliest memory, and I'll ruin them for you. I complain a lot, and then I give them both 4 out of 5 because they're still good, even with all their problems. Mortal Kombat 11. Fighting is different and may be a bit hard to get into if you are used to the previous 3D, 2D plain MK games. The story is still nostalgia baiting, bringing in classic characters like all the other 3D, 2D plain MK games. I'm not going to say that phrase again. Story is fine and I like the ending. Biggest complaint here again is the fighting cinematic ratio, especially when some whole numbered chapters only have a couple fights. Combat at first was a bit slower, but once you play how the game wants you to, it picks up. I wouldn't say it's extremely fluid, but far from bad. X-rays are replaced by fatal blows, which takes some strategy away, but does balance better and keeps the fights from halting as constantly as it could before. Special moves, like an MKX, are locked per se, as you can't use them all. At least let the player cycle through styles and around, like Deadly Alliance, or just give us all the moves and let us revel in our playground of endless combinations. It's a fun game, but maybe I need to come to terms with the fact that NetherRealm isn't going to top MK9. 4 out of 5. Doom Eternal. Early on I wasn't really having fun and I wondered if it would get better. It did, but it's still my least favorite non-expansion Doom release, and boy were those Doom 1 and 2 expansions hell. Most people seem to love the game, so maybe their experiences were just different. I saw people say the game was easy until Icon of Sin, and then they struggled for days to defeat him. But on my playthrough, I beat him first try with little effort after getting wrecked at least 10 times by the boss before him. So, my playthrough was on PC on Hurt Me Playing difficulty. Basically, my problems are the same problems I had from Doom 2016, but more of all of them. Platforming inclusion was confusing there, halting the pace to watch yourself do the same pull-up onto ledge animation over and over, but here, id knows how to make some good shooting, but not so much good platforming. There's plenty of super precise, time-sensitive platforming parts that are the most frustrating FPS platforming I've ever gone through. Yes, this is worse than build-ending 3 Realms games and the Rise of the Triad reboot. I found myself getting stuck constantly dying over and over again during the platforming sections instead of the combat. There's less focus on changing weapons here. Most weaknesses on enemies are just snipe spots, but ammo is so scarce you'll just go through all the weapons every arena. Sure, chainsaw is still here to give extra ammo, but you'll be forced to only chainsaw fodder and not anything threatening. You get a sword later on that will one-hit anything, but like at almost the end of the whole game. Arenas are back and it's fine. I prefer enemy placement and levels over them just teleporting in and then chasing you, especially since the arenas make the game feel more like Quake 3 than Doom. But the levels are beautiful and the secrets are extremely fun to find and look at later. There's too many mechanics and upgrades, and a hub level that also kills the pacing and tone. I still like the game, but I think people just love it so much because we don't get games like this lately. Well, AAA ones at least. 4 out of 5. Thanks for watching.